It's not too late to pick up your 50/50 tickets from the Salisbury Lions Club, available by the start-finish line. We invite you to do so. 3 for $1. You didn't know that great draw. We gave away over $400 last night. Something a little different in the race today. Some of the drivers will have a passenger along in the driver's side, or passenger side rather. Auto service, endurance 200. Off in the 28 car is Bob Cook. Outside the front row in the 9, the Mumbly's Beverage Room and Steakhouse, awning world signs, and Albinus Roofing and Siding car, Brian Quinlan. Inside row 2 in the 00, the Salisbury Service Center, 8 p.m. Taylor's Livestock car, Derek Smith. Outside, in Ikea Auto Salvage 17, Lee Strite. In the 4, the Maswell Auto Parts, Ripley's Auto Sales, Todd Turner. Outside in the 19 car, sponsored by Taylor's Auto Body, 24-hour towing, Ken McKenzie. A 1995 champion in the Sportsman Division. Last night's feature winner in the 43, the Hughes Home Construction car, Matt Hughes. In the 3, sponsored by himself and Quaker State, Brian Constantine. Driving the 92, the Multi-Rad Services car, Jim Beeman. Also sponsored by Mullen Special Care Home and Danny Speedy Mart Inconvenience. Outside in the 5, the Marshall Cabinets car, Stephen Potter. Back in the 03, second generation driver, Taylor's Auto Body car, Rick Constantine. In the 62, Josh Gosselin. That car is sponsored by Ideal Auto Body. Driving the 14, the Ken Auto Parts Bastrash Auto Body car, Danny Burke. And Marcel Maillet will be piloting that car today. In the River Glade Ultramar, Trent Blakeney towing car 69 of Mike Losbury. In the Taylor's Auto Body 24-hour towing number 2, Charlie Lewis. Driving the 42 in the first half, the CB Furniture Hanson Science car, Gary McLean. And Billy McLean will be driving the second half in the 42. In the 10, the Maritime Brake and Clutch Automobile, also sponsored by Midway Kenworth, and Pack Lease and Citywide Delivery, Herman Berry. Sponsors, Carol's Auto Body? Daryl's Towing and Carol's Auto Body number 70, Frank Dick. In the Scenic View Golf Course, Brookville, number 4, Jim Tays. Outside in the 68, the Midnight Motors Rods Auto Salvage car, Brian Chappell. And David Goddard is the co-pilot in the car for the first half. 15, Terry Allen. And those sponsors on that side. In the 15 car, the Hillcrest Towing and Recovery 15, Terry Allen. Outside in the 20, feature winner this season, sponsored by C&C's Lounge in East Shediac, Azor Gallant.
Who's driving the 18? Timmy. Come straight. All right.
In the Acadia Auto Salvage Chevrolet Impala, Tim Strait.
46. Harold Lane. Sponsors.
And in the independent 46 car, Harold Lane. And rounding out the field in the Metro Westmoreland Motel 75, AK Lumber car, Eugene Weigel. The Taylor's Auto Body General Repair Hook on hand to take care of a vehicle right now. And drivers will strap themselves in their cars and be ready for 200 laps of green flag action. Gentlemen, for 200 laps of McLean's Auto Service, TJ Oil Racing, start your engines. 25 street stocks, all fired up and heading around the four corners, ready for 200 laps of fast racing action this afternoon. Brought to you by T&J Oil, McLean's Auto Service. And ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to blink during this event. You may miss something very exciting. 25 cars, all gunning for number one, top spot. And believe me, these guys race for it on the first lap. Out of turn 4, we're going to go racing! Jumping to the early lead, Brian Quinlan in the 9, ahead of the 28 car. Eugene Weigle's hood is up on that automobile, and he heads to the infield. Lap of the T&J McLean's Auto Service Service Center 200. Azor Gallant in the 20 has gone pit side. To upgrade for that gentleman in that car. And Eugene Weigel in the infield. Hung up high and dry, so 2 early exits in this event. Although we'll probably see them both back before it's over. Brian Quinlan in the 9 car with the lead. Car stringing it out down the back chute. Brian Quinlan stretches his lead out to at least 10 car lengths down the back chute. Sideways out of turn 4. Bob Cook in the 28. Driving a fairly new car to him. That car won the championship this season in the street stock division when it was piloted by Dave Oblenis. Second, Derek Smith third. The winner of the previous endurance race in the 19 car this season is Ken McKenzie, and he's currently running in 4th place. Brian Quinlan already encountering slower automobiles coming up on Eugene Weigel 75, ready to put him a lap down. Looks for a way around the outside. Slower traffic will definitely play a factor in a race of this length. The leader going around the outside, high out of turn 4, has to keep it steady to stay out of the wall and does so around Weigel. Coming up on the 46 car. Passing the Harold Lane car, looking for a way around Brian Quinlan in the 9. Second place, Bob Cook in the 28. Along with his co-pilot, Earl Wright. Cook at right side here is out of 4. Derek Smith almost got by without a miscue by that driver. And Cook again loose in turn 2. A lot of smoke coming from the Josh Jocelyn 62 automobile. Bob Cook flipping and sliding. Derek Smith goes underneath. Takes away the second spot at the line. Dick having some handling troubles in the 28 car. Well, that's the same car that ran to the Street Stock Championship this season. Brian Quinlan right now, the Oblatus and Sons, working in siding 9 with the lead. Derek Smith now second. Ken McKenzie has moved to third. Gets hung up behind the 46 of Harold Lane. Lane gets sideways out of 2. Smoke now coming from Mike Lansbury, 69. Lansbury very slow off the pace as the lead cars go by to the outside. Lee Straight and co-pilot Tim Straight and co-pilot having a good run in the 17. Sidewalls in turn 4. Chappell and Allen get back in the race. The leaders go by. They're going a lap down as well. All the other cars file through. Allen and Chappell off the pace, hit the infield and spin up some dust. But nothing else came of that as the leader goes by for another lap. Led Brian Quinlan driving the 9. Lee Straight is driving the 17, Tim Straight in the 18. Right now, Lee Straight watching the 28, slip and slide in front of him. Bob Cook, losing positions, has dropped to 4th after starting on the pole. One more time for Brian Quinlan. Tim Straight in the 18, off in the dirt on the back chute. Trying to make a pass for second. Ken McKenzie in the 19. Out of turn 4. Down underneath. Derek Smith double zero. In the turn 1. Ken McKenzie takes the position out of 2. Ken McKenzie has made the pass. Now sits in second place looking to pass the slower cars. The 41 of Jim Case. Up right now behind the 14 of Danny Burke. McKenzie making the move for second, but now looking for a little third. Touch right between them. Threads the needle of Case and Burke and goes around the outside. McKenzie gets loose in turn 1. Maintains control of the car out of 2. Between the straight and Rick Constantine car in turn 1. Brian Quinlan now leading Ken McKenzie. McKenzie coming on strong. The winner of the previous 200-lap endurance race several weeks ago. Looking very strong today. Now some lap traffic will play havoc as they go 3 wide in front of the leader. Brian Quinlan backs off and allows McKenzie to pull up on his bumper. Derek Smith still in third. Quinlan goes well, followed by McKenzie in second place. The lead has closed up to 1 less than the car length as they go underneath the 2. Charlie Lewis going a lap down to the leaders as Brian Quinlan and Ken McKenzie setting the pace with Derek Smith looking on in third. Brian Quinlan now trying to get around the 70 of Frank Dick, looking around the outside. McKenzie goes low for the lead, down the front chute. McKenzie on the inside. Quinlan pulls down and holds him off. Frank Dick moves to the outside, escaping the leaders as McKenzie goes down low on the 70. The 9 of Brian Quinlan, your leader. Ken McKenzie challenging for the top spot. Derek Smith now several car lengths back in third. Brian Quinlan on top in the 9. Tight action now up in turn 4 as they try to go 3 wide coming out of the turn with Barry and Constantine. Through turn 4 is the 17 car of Lee Strike. Passing Matt Hughes. Steve Potter almost gets into it as well. The 28 car still very loose on the grid. Dirt tracking it through the turns as Brian Quinlan continues to lead going underneath Chapel in the 68. Now looking for a route around the 46 car of Harold Lane. Takes the low way into turn 1, followed by Ken McKenzie. Derek Smith losing ground to the 2 lead cars, Quinlan and McKenzie, as they come out of turn 4, nose to tail. Crossing the stripe again, Ken McKenzie second, Brian Quinlan first. Tim Strite set to rejoin the field coming out of the pit area in the 18. We'll have to look for an area to jump in, being held back by the pit steward, and out he comes. Constantine in the 0-3, spinning through turn 1, 18 of Tim Strite. His tire has come off. We've seen that happen in Winston Cup racing where the lug nuts are not tight on that car, and I can only assume that might be what happened there. And the 3 of Brian Constantine also without a tire. They both lost the same tire. Perhaps it's catching this afternoon. The 18 of Tim Strite. Sideways in the turn, losing the right rear tire to that automobile just after coming out of the pit area. And ready for a restart. The T&J Oil, McLean's Auto Service 200. They come out of turn 4, green flag up from the starter, and we're going to go racing. Into the turn, Ken McKenzie looking for the lead outside of Quinlan in the 9. Down the back chute for the lead, Ken McKenzie into turn 3. No, Quinlan holds it off. McKenzie gets loose and has to back under the throttle. Coming out of 4 off the line, it's Brian Quinlan. Off the base of the infield, the 70 car of Frank Vick, and the 46 as well of Harold Lane. Not as familiar with the 4 turns here and off the base, but Brian Quinlan holding off the very strong car of Ken McKenzie. Brian Quinlan, the man to be right now. He held off the challenge to McKenzie. And the 0-3 of Rick Constantine has come back out on the grid. Brian Quinlan in the 9, Ken McKenzie second. Derek Smith in the 00 is third. Brian Quinlan getting around a slower automobile, the 46. And the 19 of Ken McKenzie following suit, coming out of turn 4. Slower car in front of the leader, just gets out of the way in time. Frank Dick in the 70 almost created some havoc there, but got out of the way, and takes it in the infield. So clear sailing now for your leader. as he comes out of 4, has a bit of room, clear sailing now. And Ken McKenzie trying to track him down one more time. Frank Dick goes in the pit area, takes his automobile in, the Chevrolet Chevelle, to get that vehicle looked after, and will try to rejoin the field, going laps down to the leaders now. Brian Quinlan in the 9, stretching out his lead over McKenzie. And a long gap between 2nd and 3rd. It's very apparent now who the two strongest cars are, the 9 and 19. And now Brian Quinlan encountering lots of lap traffic in front. This will give McKenzie a chance to catch up as he pulls right up on the bumper of the O'Buenas & Son roofing and siding car. The 14 Borg car gets out of the way, allowing Quinlan to go through without any interference. And Ken McKenzie follows him through also. Goes to the outside of Eugene Weigel. Charlie Lewis has rejoined the field in his O'Buenas & Son roofing and siding Metro number 2. Of the 95 season, and Brian Quinlan looking to top it off with a feature win. But so would Ken McKenzie as the 46 gets loose in front of the lead cars. There's been no shortage of excitement for your leaders. Now Ken McKenzie trying to go well, but held up by the slower car. Will have to follow Quinlan around the outside of the 41. Jim Taves from the Fredericton area running slow in front of the lead cars, and Quinlan manages to get through. So does McKenzie. Matt Hughes now has gone under the 00 car, taking that position away for 3rd. In the 28 gets very sideways in front of the lead car. Charlie Lewis off the pace. And Harold Lane once again re-enters the pit area. Bob Cook in the 28 unable to control the car as it's sideways through every turn. Passing the 70 down low, your top 2 cars. Brian Quinlan in the 9, and Ken McKenzie, your sportsman champion, in the 19. McKenzie certainly looks to have the ability to get by the 9 car. The question is, can he hold his line long enough to get around the 9 car? With every attempt he makes to pass, the car gets loose, and he can't get around Brian Quinlan. And we're just about at the 50 lap mark. 50 laps down, 50 to go for Brian Quinlan in the 9 in the first half. The first 100 lap feature. They'll stop them after the first 100 so they can refuel and make minor adjustments to their cars to get them back out for the second half. Brian Quinlan on top with 49 to go. of Brian Quinlan, leading since the top of the race, still out in front. Ken McKenzie now held up by some slower cars of Straight. This will be really interesting for the leaders as there's a spin right in front of Brian Quinlan. They're 3 wide in front of the lead car. He manages to get around. McKenzie goes to the outside. All the cars realign themselves. McLean in the 42 pushes Constantine high, almost got into the wall. Almost a big upset for Brian Quinlan in the 9 as he was right in that melee as Constantine continues to make contact with the concrete on the back chute. About to go laps down to the lead car of Brian Quinlan as he goes down low on the 5 of Steve Potter and passes the 00 of Derek Smith. Now caught up behind the 5 car is Ken McKenzie. He may have to go to the outside to get around that automobile. Goes up high down the back chute, and he's going to encounter the 46 car. So which way will he go? Ducks behind the 5. Doesn't know which line to take. Follows the 5 of Potter through under. And 75! Spins in front of McKenzie. What a maneuver! Ken McKenzie in the 19. Avoids disaster. And thanks to a caution flag, he'll be able to catch back up to Quinlan in the 9. But Ken McKenzie almost lost it right there as Weigel was sideways in front of him in turn 1-2. And in the 28 car, Dave Oblinas has taken command of that automobile. So we'll see what that car does now with a green flag. We're going to go racing. Ken McKenzie off the pace on the restart has dropped back behind some slower cars. Brian Quinlan on top as the 17 makes contact on the back chute. They're going 3 wide through the turns. Not taking any bit of caution. And watch the 28 car as it works its way through the field. Dave Oblinas, gets loose, makes contact with Matt Hughes' 43. And no sooner did I say that than I jinxed him, I think, and he made some contact there. But watch the 28 car, he should be able to make up some ground now. McKenzie has made short work of the lap cars and has to get around Steve Potter's number 5 to chase down the 9 of Quinlan. But perhaps the name of the game in the first part is just survival, just to keep your car on the lead lap and have a shot at winning it all. Quinlan with clear sailing right now, down the front chute. Ken McKenzie is second. Oh, sideways in the turn goes Rick Constantine in the 03. Car scrambling around him as Eugene Weigel comes out of the turn. But Constantine has got it off the grid. It doesn't look like we'll have a caution flag as all the cars have gotten by. Constantine having handling problems all weekend long in the 03 car, the Taylor's Auto Body 24-hour towing car. He manages to save his automobile from being on the Taylor Auto Body hook, by keeping it out of the wall in turn 4. The old 00 car is sideways and off the pace in turn 1, but gets it back up to speed down the back chute. The 9 of Quinlan, your leader, manages to get around the 00 of Derek Smith, and now goes low on the 14 car. Attrition playing its toll. Only 18 of the original 25 starters currently running on the grid, although we'll probably see some other competitors come back out before the first part's over. With Brian Quinlan in the 9, your current leader. Ken McKenzie in the 19. Coming around to complete his 69th lap. Brian Quinlan in the 9 with only 31 laps to go in the first part of the 200-lap endurance race. We see the 4 of Todd Turner has gone pit side now, perhaps experiencing some difficulty on that automobile. Black flag, I believe that's for the 70 car of Frank Dick. Could be some mechanical problems on that automobile. It usually takes 2 or 3 times for the driver to see the flag or to make sure it's directed at him. They do not want to go in the pit area if it's not for them. That would be a big miscalculation, but that time he saw the flag, so we'll see the 70 in the pits next time by. Now he's very slow on the grid and some faster cars coming behind him. He'll have to get to the outside groove. The 70 off the pace in the back chute. Goes to the outside. Herman Berry, the 10, has to duck low to get around him. That was very close for Herman Berry in the 10. The citywide courier and messenger and delivery service automobile. Brian Quinlan completing 72 laps. And whatever was wrong with Frank Dick's car has been taken care of as he rejoins the field. Quinlan being tracked by Ken McKenzie, driving the 19 Taylor's Auto Body car. A couple of Chevrolet products up front. The Chevelle and the Impala, 1-2. Continuing to work slower traffic now, taking on the 92 of Jim Beeman, and just going fast is 03 of Rick Constantine. The handling becoming too much on that car, and he has to take that pit side to have some work done on that automobile. He's joined by his pit crew now as they take a look and check with their driver to see what is amiss on that car. And perhaps they can get that vehicle worked on and back out on the grid. But not in time to catch Quinlan in the 9. He's running away right now. He stretched out his lead to 5 car lengths over Ken McKenzie. Last night sportsman champion. A little bumping going on by Berry, hitting the back end of Frank Dick's car. Looking for a way through. Threading the needle, following Eugene Weigel down low on the 46. The 14 is hung up behind the slower car. And all the cars go by, including the lead cars. And now the 14 dives between the top two automobiles. Now coming up on a great deal of lap traffic. So this will make it very interesting as we near the finish of the first 100 laps, with the leaders coming through a melee of slower cars. Brian Quinlan right now coming up on Matt Hughes, 43. 43 of Matt Hughes goes low on straight. Lee Straight in the 17. Quinlan and side by side now. McKenzie manages to get low, but Quinlan pulls ahead. Fighting for the top position, Quinlan and McKenzie. Quinlan stays in front, goes to the outside of Matt Hughes. Now he's blocked behind Strike and Lewis in the 17 and 2 respectively. The 9 of Brian Quinlan. Around to the outside, the 46 car is up in the wall. Manages to get the car going, however. Prevents a caution flag. Brian Quinlan in the 9 continues to lead through traffic, gets a bit loose in turn 1, but holds it steady. And Ken McKenzie in the 19. Almost making the pass in lap traffic. McKenzie goes low on Quinlan in the 19. Down low out of turn 4. McKenzie challenging for the lead. Has him at the line by 2 inches. Side by side. If that was the last lap, we would have needed a photo finish for sure. Ken McKenzie in the 19 takes Quinlan low. It all depends who the faster, slower car is right now. Strike gets high, allows McKenzie to go on. He's made the pass, and Ken McKenzie has taken over the lead from Brian Quinlan. Mastering the lap traffic, Ken McKenzie has assumed the lead of the T&J Oil McLean's Auto Service 200. He's already won one 200 lap feature this season, and he's looking to make it true as he leads the first half right now. With but 11 laps remaining in the first half. Ken McKenzie in the 19, but Brian Quinlan is not giving up. He is still on the tail of the 19 car and will continue to challenge him right to the finish. And lap traffic can reverse that order as quickly as it did before. Brian Quinlan piloting his 9 right behind Ken McKenzie's 19 car. Straight set to rejoin the field coming out of turn 3. Ken McKenzie continues to lead. Brian Quinlan now second. Jim Tays is also going to rejoin the field, and Steve Potter. Their vehicles are fired up and heading back trackside. McKenzie passing Terry Allen down low. Brian Quinlan following him through. We're down to the last few laps now of the first half with Ken McKenzie leading. The Taylor's Auto Body automobile on top. And the Oblinus Auto Body car second. The Oblinus roofing and sliding number 9. Tracking the 19 car. A 28 of Dave Oblinus. His car that won the championship this year, now sold, and Bob Cook was driving it earlier. A Blenus has taken over the command with 5 to go. 5 laps remaining in the first half. 95 down, 5 to go. As Glade has rejoined the field as well, driving his backup car. A challenge for the lead once again with only 4 to go. Quinlan giving everything he's got. McKenzie gets a bit loose out of turn 4. They almost get side by side down the front chute. We should see the 2 laps to go mark next time by. They're side by side. This is going to be one wild finish. Ken McKenzie in the 19, Brian Quinlan second. It looks like it's going to be between those 2 drivers and only those 2 as there's no lap cars in sight. Brian Quinlan takes the lead with 2 to go. Ken McKenzie to the outside. McKenzie ducks down low. Will try the inside line on the back chute. He gets a bit loose, and Brian Quinlan has the lead. They'll see a white flag this time, and they'll have 1/4 mile to challenge for the lead to determine who wins the first half. Who comes out with the lead after 100 laps, and they'll bring him back out again for the second 100. Here they come. Brian Quinlan now encountering Jim Tay's 41, but he's going to do it. Brian Quinlan in the 9. Takes the checkers first. Ken McKenzie is second. And Dave O'Blenus gets off into the infield, running the 43 off the track. But Brian Quinlan comes home on top after the first 100 laps, after the lead was swapped 2 or 3 times between the 9 and 19 cars. Brian Quinlan, the Mumbly's Beverage Room, O'Blenus & Son, Roofing and Siding, a number 9 Chevelle. So after crossing the line first after the first half, the 9 car of Brian Quinlan with the checkered flag, but the trophy goes to the driver who crosses first after the second half. So they'll be relined up in the positions they finished in the first part and be back out for a start of the second half. Now's a good chance to head down to the canteens. They're open and ready to serve you with Coca-Cola products and hamburgers, cheeseburgers, and lots of great stuff. So head on down to the canteens in turn 1 and 2. Lots of sponsors on this one: Ken Auto Parts, Bastarash Auto Body, and Paul's Auto Clinic. And your name, sir?
My name is Mark Kluche.
You got the reverse all set? You ready to go backwards?
Now I am.
Make sure we're going in the right direction. This is 14 Junior. And this will be a 5-lap event going the wrong way. So do not adjust your set. They're supposed to do this.
They line them up 3 in a row. Waiting for the pickup truck to get off the door number.
And the winning number is a green ticket. This is for a 12-pack of soda. 081880. So you won't go home thirsty today. A green ticket, 081880. Come on down and pick up your prize from T&J Oil Pickup. And they're off with a slight advantage over the 69 car. And perhaps this is the tortoise and hare story, and he's just taking his good old time. Maybe the 14 and 40 will run out of gas. Ernie McLean in the 40.
Our speakers aren't working. We can't hear it.
The veteran campaigner, former proprietor, gets into the throttle down the chute. He sure knows these turns, but he's not used to going this way, sideways. And he gets out of the way of the 69 just in time. The 69 car up into the wall. And this one's a runaway so far for the 14 junior car. 14 junior, wife wanted, written on the side of that car. Just thought I'd pass that along. It's really hard to read. It's in little small letters. So maybe he's not all that sure. There goes the 69 in second place after a collision with the wall. And the 40 of Ernie McLean maneuvering through turn 4, or in this case turn 1. One more time by for Mark and the 14 junior. We'll call out the winning numbers one more time for a 12-pack of soda. 081915, a green ticket, and 081880. There goes the 14, the Ken Auto Parts car, still leading this event. And it looks like we've got a winner. And what's your name?
Cheyenne.
And there you go. Do you like orange?
Yep. Where are you from?
Great. Where are you from?
Riverbend.
Riverbend? And that's near Salisbury?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Congratulations. And to a screeching finish in the 14, Mark Jr., the Wagner Brake Products Fast Trash Auto Body car. Gets her going in the right direction, kind of. And we have another lucky winner, and your name, sir?
David Baxter.
David Baxter, where are you from, sir?
St. Stephen.
And who are you cheering for today?
Oh, I know all of them, I guess. I don't know the drivers.
So you're just a big racing fan, and you're enjoying the action today?
Oh, yes.
Congratulations, sir, and enjoy your soda.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, okay, good. You need that?
Hold on to that. You might get another prize.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you.
Mark in the 14 takes his victory lap appropriately backwards.
Boy. Is he the guy that won the 55th last night?
Mark Cluche, champion spark plug representative.
He's the representative of Champion Spark Plug.
After we joined Lucky Street.
And screeches to a halt. Mark Cluche, I believe you won the 50-50 draw last night. Are you on a winning streak of some kind?
It looks like good luck to me.
So are you ready to come out and smash up this vehicle very shortly?
Once I get over the sore neck.
It's kind of hard to go backwards. Well, good luck in the feature event. Mark Cluche winning the backwards race. And has to get his bearings straight, decide which way he's going, and back to the pits he goes. Riding Bastrash Auto Shell and Chevrolet Chevelle from Gallagher Ridge, Brian Quinlan. Out. The Sportsmanlike Award is voted on by the drivers, but the fans vote for the best-looking car of the season. Now's your last chance to get a look at these cars. They'll probably be back with fresh paint next season. The Taylor Auto Body hook giving the 68 car of Brian Chappell a push. Getting that car refired. As they come out of turn 4 for the green flag for the final time in 1995. Let's show your appreciation and give them a wave of the hat or the hand and a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, your final green flag start for 1995 in the Citywide Street Stock Division, brought to you by P&J and McLean's Auto Service. We're gonna go racing! Jumps in front of McKenzie. Brian Quinlan in the 9, looking to bring it home to victory in 1995. For the last time, Ken McKenzie challenging for top spot. McKenzie looking to go low on Quinlan. Dave O'Planis right behind in the 28 car. Going for the lead is McKenzie on the back chute. The Quinlan car stronger on the straightaways. They're already approaching the slower car of Jim Case. Case gets very high in turn 1, wisely staying out of the contest going on for top spot. McKenzie now with the advantage down the chute. And right now, lap traffic will play a factor as the 14 car of Marcel Maillet driving in relief of Danny Bork. 3 wide with your leaders into the turn. Someone's got to give here as they go outside. Eugene Wade going to 75. Quinlan pushed to the wall. Ken McKenzie takes over the lead as Quinlan got into the wall in the back chute. And David Blanis now will challenge Quinlan for second. Ken McKenzie has taken over the lead. And ladies and gentlemen, do not leave your seats as this race nears its finish, because these drivers will be battling on the last lap. Ken McKenzie in the Taylor's Auto Body 19, leading the Blanis moving and siding number 9. David Blanis. In the Arcade Bazell 28 car, Mac Tolles Automobile in third. Of the original 25 competitors are still on the grid as Jim Tays is signaled by the starter. The leaders are coming up on that slower car as he moves to the outside groove and heads pit side this time, ducks into the pit area, the 41 car. Hung up now in the pit entrance. That car's going to need a push to get out of the way. And it moves into the pit, so no caution will come out because of that. Ken McKenzie now with the lead, but he's not pulling away very much on Quinlan in the 9. Dave O'Planis now trying to make a move on Quinlan. Lap traffic in front of your leaders. They go low on Jerry Allen's 15 automobile. McKenzie having a bit of trouble getting down low. Now pulls past Allen on the front chute. And Quinlan gets a little tap from O'Planis. The leaders coming around Weagle to the outside. approaching the 70 of Frank Dick going down underneath. McKenzie weaving in and out of lap cars, trying to put distance between himself and Brian Quinlan without much success. And now he's hung up behind those slower cars. Who will get the advantage here? Ken McKenzie gets through, gets tapped by the 18 car. Ken McKenzie almost lost it. But Tim Stride in the 18 got out of the throttle and allowed McKenzie to go through. Not without allowing Quinlan to pull on his bumper. We've got smoke from the 5. The 5 car of Stephen Potter smoking into the turn. Ken McKenzie coming out of 4 with Brian Quinlan and Dave O'Blanis. Trailing him in 2nd and 3rd. In the 28 is down 2 laps to the leaders, trying to get one of those laps back now. Would love to get around the leaders and hope for a restart. Down underneath, the Chapel car goes your leader, Ken McKenzie. Brian Quinlan follows him through around the outside of Charlie Lewis in the 2. Hitting turn 1, and McKenzie makes it through. Quinlan goes around the outside of the 2 car. And down the back chute. A final run in the street stocks for Dave O'Blanis. Down the front chute in the 28. McKenzie now encountering 2 slow cars side by side. And Dave O'Blanis makes a move to the outside of Quinlan. Now goes around the outside of McKenzie. Trying to get one of his laps back, going around the outside. We'll try to follow Derek Smith through. And O'Blanis in the 28 edges ahead of McKenzie. A log jam developing at the front of the field. Ken McKenzie still your leader, but Dave O'Blanis taking a lap back. Now 1 lap down if he can stay in front. There he goes. Dave O'Blanis has gained one of his laps back in the event. And now we'll just hope for a caution period to work his way back up to the lead lap. Off the pace goes the 18 of Tim Stride, taking it in the infield. Sponsored by T&J Oil Used Oil Pickup. He allows his relief driver to climb out and climb back in the car. He'll get strapped back in and ready to rejoin the competition. Dave O'Blanis working the traffic, has gained one of his laps back, wants a caution flag now. Ken McKenzie, your race leader, trailed by Brian Quinlan. It's been a 2-man show all day. And Quinlan has got the power, but the traffic is playing havoc with his plans to take home a victory. And which driver will hit the checkers first? The 5 of Stephen Potter is still smoking. 27 laps down so far in the second half. We're 127 down. 73 to go as the leaders cross the line one more time. 1-2. Crossing the line in traffic. Trying to get around the 4 car. Todd Turner. Sideways goes the 18 again on the lock shoe. Some of these cars are just not handling up to drivers' expectations. David Blanas with a strong car, but he's not on the lead lap. Quinlan now with nothing between him and the leader but a car length. Will try to track him down. The leader's going to turn 1, completing another lap. As David Blanas in the 28 will now work the slower cars in front of him, trying to get through. There's no question right now the fastest car on the track is that 28 of Dave Oblenis. And Dave Oblenis set the track record this season in the street stocks in the 28 car, and he's putting cars behind him now, but he has laps to make up to get up with the leaders. Making a bid for the lead, goes underneath McKenzie in turn 1. The slower cars now in front. What will happen to these lead cars? Ken McKenzie goes underneath Eric Smith, 0-0. Quinlan following suit. Blanas making up a lot of ground in the 28. The leader doesn't know which way to go. Ken McKenzie goes to the outside of Eugene Wiggle, but now Quinlan is blocked in. The 0-0 gets sideways. Quinlan goes through. Into lap traffic again goes Ken McKenzie in his 19 car, followed by Quinlan in the 9. As we saw in the first half, lap traffic made the difference for the lead changes, and perhaps it will again in the overall finish. Bumper goes Brian Quinlan in the 9. Down the back chute, Ken McKenzie with the lead. McKenzie manhandling the car out of turn 4. Took home the Sportsman Championship yesterday in the Budweiser Sportsman Division. And today, with a car up in the turn, off the pace, that looks like the Regal 75 car, up in turn 2, waiting for a place to get back into the action. Comes around in the 75, bringing it out on the backstretch. We are 150 laps down and 50 to go. We're halfway in the second half for Ken McKenzie. Ken McKenzie looking to make it 2 endurance races this season. Ken McKenzie's 19 in the lead. Brian Quinlan is second. In front of the leaders, Dave O'Blina's working traffic, trying to go around the 10 citywide Herman Berry car, and the Matt Hughes ride in the 43. Still not seeing a yellow flag for Dave O'Blinas will allow him to catch up some track position, which is so important on these short tracks for him to gain some position on the leaders. Come the leaders up on some more lap cars once again as they elect to go to the outside. Matt Hughes sideways in front of your lead cars. Ken McKenzie into the melee. They try to get through, and through the smoke, everyone is still going. And just as in the first half, Ken McKenzie avoids disaster and stays in the lead. Freddie Manito gets sideways, topped by the 18 car, gets way out of shape, 3 wide in the turn, and we'll probably see a caution flag because there's two cars up into the wall in turn 3. I'm not sure what happened there. I was watching the 9 car go sideways, was tapped by the straight car up in the turn. There were 3 wide. And that was positively a racing accident, 3 wide in the turn. But definitely a break for Quinlan in the fact that a caution flag did come out. And that's also going to be good news for Dave Ovlinas in the 28. So Dave Ovlinas who did pass the leaders and is now 1 lap down, will catch up some track position on those cars and try to pass them one more time to get back on the lead lap. Ladies and gentlemen, your last chance to vote for your most popular sportsman driver this season. Your ballot is in the program. Just deposit it in the box at the starter stand, and the driver that receives the most votes will receive a trophy at the end of the season from your drive shaft specialist, Precision Engine Balancing. The drive shaft balanced, repaired, and rebuilt. 56 down, 44 to go. And we're still waiting on that winning number, 564409. A pink ticket, you've won a 24-pack of soda. Out of turn 4 for a green flag and 44 more laps. We're going to go racing. Ken McKenzie, your current leader. Brian Quinlan is in second place in the 9 car. And Dave Oblenos, who got his lap back earlier, now trying to work traffic. Unfortunately, the leaders are able to run away right now without anything in front of them. Ken McKenzie ducking low on lap traffic in turn 1. Holds his line down low and takes it down the back chute. McKenzie in Quinlan. Quinlan leading after the halfway mark. McKenzie now in command in the 19. Hughes getting loose up in the turn, holds it together. Ken McKenzie being challenged by Quinlan now for the lead. Quinlan staying right on the back of that 19 car. And they're soon coming up on some lap traffic as Quinlan looks low on McKenzie. He can't make the pass there. Derek Smith's in the way in his 0-0. They go to the outside in 1-2. Down the back chute to the outside of Rick Constantine. Quinlan dropping back a couple car lengths now as Ken McKenzie has command. Matt Hughes still running strong in the 43. Glade is continuing to work traffic. 1 lap down now to the leaders. Hoping for another caution period. He wants to put as many of those slower cars between him and the leaders behind him now. In case there is a caution, he has to get off the throttle as he's behind the Bork car 14, being driven now by Marcel Maillet. Goes around to the outside of the 14. Challenge for the lead down the back chute. Brian Quinlan down low. Goes up beside the 19. Inside Ken McKenzie. McKenzie lets him go, and McKenzie tries to get him back on the front chute. McKenzie got off the throttle and let him go as McKenzie was really high in the turn, perhaps waiting to make his move a little later on. Brian Quinlan assuming the lead, leading at the halfway mark. Now stretching out a several car length lead over Ken McKenzie. The 5 car, Steve Potter still smoking as he hits Maillet in the rear of the 14 car. the 9. Getting around Charlie Lewis is number 2. Going around the outside in turn 1. Ken McKenzie looking for a place to make a move to get around that car. Lots of action up in front as David Glade works the traffic going around to 00 with Derek Smith. Lots of cars bunched up there. Something might give there in a second. Lots of cars racing for position. Quinlan's lead now extended to 4 or 5 car lengths, stretches it out down the chute, encountering slower cars will allow Ken McKenzie to pull up behind them on his bumper. Ken McKenzie ready to make a move on Quinlan. Quinlan still hung up. McKenzie takes the high line, follows straight around high through the turn, decides to go low behind Quinlan, thinking that my Ace 14 is a little faster, and manages to stay right on Quinlan through the traffic. Down the back chute they go. Rick Constantine gets loose. The leaders have seen their share of excitement this afternoon with cars all over the place right in front of them. Quinlan still leading, goes around Derek Smith 0-0. Quinlan now makes a little contact with the 70 of Frank Dick. Quinlan hard on the brakes, allows McKenzie to get low and makes the move for the lead in the turn. Comes around McKenzie. Ken McKenzie taking the lead away from Brian Quinlan. The 70 of Frank Dick off the pace causes Quinlan to get on the brakes, and this time Dick's sideways. Frank Dick 70 sideways in the turn, causing lots of problems for your leaders. Brian Quinlan is second now. Ken McKenzie has taken the lead. These gentlemen have traded the lead back and forth all afternoon. And Frank Dick rejoins the action in the turn. Dangerous spot to come out on the field, but he gets it up to speed without further incident. Quinlan now forced to chase McKenzie for the top spot. "76 laps down and 24 to go. 76 down, 24 to go. And 77 down this time as they cross the stripe. Ken McKenzie on top. Brian Quinlan now second. Back and forth, they swap the lead. Traffic playing its toll with the lead cars. And now they come up on some more slower cars. Quinlan tries to close the gap to 1 car length. Pulls up on the rear of the Ken McKenzie 19. Once again, the slower cars stack themselves up in front of the leaders. And Quinlan now ready to make a maneuver around the 19 car. Goes low in turn 1. Trying to decide which is the better way to go around. McKenzie stays right in the middle of the groove and doesn't allow Quinlan any room to pass, inside or out. Ken McKenzie now going low on Steve Potter, but the 5 car goes outside the 4, blocks them off one more time. Quinlan decides to go low, and there's no room to do that, and has to back out of it. The leaders held up by the front 2 slower cars, and Dave Oblinus is able to work his way through. Only 4-lap cars between himself and the leader now. A caution period would greatly help Dave Oblinus' bid to get back on the lead lap. Potter and Turner, neither one is giving now. And now Potter backs out of it and lets the leaders go by around to the outside of the 4 car. The 46, slipping and sliding. Way out in front of your two lead cars, Ken McKenzie and Brian Quinlan. Quinlan makes a move this time, takes the low way around. McKenzie trying to hold his line. The leaders almost tag each other. And now Quinlan has the low line around down to the inside. McKenzie once again backs out of it in the turn. Quinlan goes around. McKenzie stays to the outside this time. Heads into turn one. The double zero of Derek Smith in front of the leaders. Quinlan with the lead goes under Derek Smith's car. Only 14 laps to go for the leaders. Brian Quinlan now with the lead, duplicating his speed in the first half, passing late in the race to take over top position. Brian Quinlan has the lead. Brian Chappell has rejoined the fray as well, and Rick Constantine on his way back out as well. Brian Quinlan with the lead one more time has taken it over. We're approaching 10 to go. Ken McKenzie second now, trying to chase down Quinlan. More lap cars in the way. And there's 10 to go. We're 190 down and 10 to go. But that's all there is remaining now. For one of those two drivers, they're side by side once more time. Ken McKenzie now taking the low line inside Brian Quinlan's number 9 with 9 laps remaining. Ken McKenzie taking it over. Swapping the lead back and forth all the way through the 200 laps. And right now it's Ken McKenzie's race. To win or lose, Brian Quinlan trying to make a move around McKenzie, knowing there's not very many laps left. We'll have to stay right on the bumper of that car. This could go down to the last lap. Ken McKenzie, Brian Quinlan, two evenly matched cars. McKenzie slipped in the first half, cost him the lead. What'll happen this time? With only a few laps remaining. McKenzie and Quinlan for the lead. Dave O'Blanis, although a lap down, has moved up behind the leaders. Looking for a late caution period to the Glade in the 28. Now Quinlan right on the bumper of the 19 with 5 to go. A 195 down, 5 remaining. Ken McKenzie and Brian Quinlan. Do not leave your seat. This will be decided on the white flag lap. Ken McKenzie in the 19, Brian Quinlan in the 9. Who will it be? Quinlan looking to make a move low, but the Chapel 68, the slower car, prevents that from happening. Quinlan has the ability to get around the 19, but Ken McKenzie, the experienced driver, able to hold him off thus far. And lap traffic coming up on your leaders. Lap traffic playing havoc with the leaders side by side for top spot. Charlie Lewis gets slow in front of the 9. That could do it for Brian Quinlan in the 9. The 2 car was very slow in front of the leader, and Quinlan took the wrong way, deciding to follow the 2. And Dave O'Blanis gets around as well. Now to challenge the 19 with 2 to go. Dave O'Blanis trying to get back on the lead lap. Only needs to pass one more car. Unfortunately, he's not challenging for the win, and Ken McKenzie on top. A white flag lap, Ken McKenzie in the 19. Brian Quinlan watches victory slip away. The 9 car headed within his grasp. grasp, the ability to make the pass, but unable to do it. At the line, a big way from Ken McKenzie. He takes home the 200-lap endurance race. Brought to you by T&J Oil and McLean's Auto Service. Other drivers following across the line under the checkers. Impressive performance between your top two drivers, Ken McKenzie and Brian Quinlan. And the top three drivers will receive trophies, and appropriately so. The 19 of Ken McKenzie coming around to take the checkered flag. And don't forget, we're having a demolition derby coming up still, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken McKenzie in the 19, the Taylor's Auto Body car. In memory of Keith Harnish, what a weekend for Ken McKenzie. Ken McKenzie receiving the acknowledgement of his pit crew as he passes them on the back chute. Will come around to have his photo taken and receive his championship trophy in the T&J Oil McLean's Auto Service 200-lap endurance race. Ladies and gentlemen, when he climbs out of his car, we ask you to give a big round of applause to your champion this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, Ken McKenzie winning the 200-lap endurance race. We'll also need to get the second and third place cars from the pit area.
One tire, we're remolding. You'll be 50 pounds air pressure out here.
Well, Ken, you had a pretty good weekend, I think. What do you think?
Let's do it again.
You took home both endurance races this season. It was a real good battle between you and Quinlan in the 9 car the whole way. Do you think either one of you had a stronger car, or were you pretty even?
I'd say outrunning Brian was a whole lot quicker, but hey, it's just where you are at the end is what matters.
Yeah, all the traffic was kind of getting in your way.
It was nice and clean. Like, there's some guys that were slower cars. They'd go, they'd let Brian go, they'd let me go. Hey, I can't complain. It was fun.
Just good, clean racing. Congratulations, Ken, on your second endurance race this season.
Thanks very much. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, your sportsman champion and street stock endurance race champion, Ken McKenzie. And they'll take home the T&J Oil and McLean's Auto Service trophy for winning this afternoon. We'll get a word with him in a moment. A green ticket. Get your entrance admission ticket stubs out. A green ticket, 090112. You've won a 24-pack of soda. 090112. And don't forget the complimentary oil pickup from T&J Oil. Of charge. He's giving away some free complimentary oil pickups. So we'll just wait on that winning number, 090112. It's a green ticket. Brian Quinlan, your second place driver. Brian, you almost had it there at the end. I thought you were going to get around him, but some slower traffic kind of played some havoc with your plans. How do you think? How did you enjoy the race today?
I love the race.
So, who are your sponsors on this automobile?
Oblenis Roofing and Siding, Mumbly's Tavern, Awning World Signs.
You battled back and forth. You led at the halfway point with Ken McKenzie all day. Did you like really? You knew that he was. Did you think he was a stronger car?
No, not really.
You thought you might have had him at the end, but unfortunately some slower traffic played havoc with that. Well, congratulations on your second place finish. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Quinlan. And another lucky winner, what's your name?
Poorly.
And who's your favorite driver? Don't have one, do you? Him, okay, that would be Dave Oblenis. Is that right?
Yep.
Congratulations.
Oh yeah, we'll get you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your third place driver in the endurance race this afternoon. And we're still waiting on official scoring to determine the third place driver. In the meantime, we can interview your street stock champion for 1995, Dave Oblenis. Dave, you had a really strong car today. This is the fastest car out there. You determined that in time trials a few weeks ago. You're really hoping to get back on the lead lap, I suppose, to have a chance to win.
Well, I knew when we come out, we were 2 laps down. I said, well, we're going to have to drive her pretty hard and find out, see what this thing will do. I think we got 2 back, but we didn't get the third one.
Well, you got back almost under the lead lap, so we're still waiting to see who did finish third. And congratulations to Dave Oblenis on winning the championship in the street stock division this season in the points. And we look forward to seeing him next year driving a sportsman car in 1996.
Third place finish. The 43 car was 2 laps down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your third place finisher in the 28, Dave Oblenis.
Stand up there, boys.
To the turn. Ready for some smash him, crash him up action this afternoon. A little treat to finish off the 95 season. And we've got a young fan with us here who's been helping us with our draws. What's your name?
Paul.
And Paul, have you ever seen a demolition derby before?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
Why? What'd you like about it?
Some people smash in.
So you like to see the crashes and stuff, right? Well, guess what? We're going to see it again. So I don't think you could see over the wall there at your height, so you should go up, way up in your seat there and check it out, because you're going to see these cars smashing into each other in just a few seconds, okay? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We're about ready to start. The assistant starter, Steve Pettipaw, is giving some instructions to the drivers, and when they see a green flag, it's no holds barred. And they've received the green flag, and here we go. Some contact made between Eric and the 14. Or Mark, rather, of course. Mark won the 50-50 draw last night, and he thinks it's his lucky weekend. 14 Junior looking to back into the 69. And trying to make the sandwich, it didn't quite work. Bill McLean is in the 40 car. Ernie electing not to participate in this one. And more contact made. And there's the sandwich. The 69 is caught up between the 14 and 40 cars. And of course the 14 has to back off because you cannot hit each other in the driver door for the driver's safety. And I see a big old smile on Bill McLean's face. A smile, or maybe that's fright. I'm not sure what that expression is.
Sure. 081682. for the free safety inspection.
And the engine cuts out. I believe that's the 69 car. They'll have to get it refired. And we have a lucky winner of a free safety inspection. Congratulations. What's your name?
Tracy McLeod.
And you got a free safety inspection. Congratulations. We're still waiting on a couple winning numbers. Way up in turn 1. The 14 Junior trying to get it refired. Doing nothing now but clicking. The starter will not go. And right now the 69 and 40 are tied together up in the turn. A face full of dust for Bill McLean in the 40. Tire down on that car as well. Scraping across the pavement. Again, the last car running receives a beautiful trophy. 69 crashes into the back of McLean. Here we go. Through the infield. Collects the side of the 40 car. Bill McLean taking lots of abuse out there. He says this isn't like the sportsman division. Well, almost. '69 car spinning up lots of dirt, but little else. McLean's still moving, but now the 69 car won't fire. And this might be it. And it won't go. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner in the 40, Billy McLean.
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billy McLean receiving his winner's trophy, winning the Demolition Derby this afternoon. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out this afternoon and all season long in River Glade Speedway. We look forward to seeing you again next spring in 1996. So stay tuned to the newspaper so you can keep up to date of when that will take place.